Good morning and assalamu alaikum, class 7. And I am very optimistic that you all must be fine at home, enjoying. And this is your very last week while studying in your home and attending the video lessons. Today, I am not taking your too much time in the lesson. As you know, I'm standing in the front of you, so we are going to. I am going to teach you, and you are going to learn computer science today again, or computer studies. And you know very well we have started already unit number 3, which is system softwares and systems of what are system softwares. We have briefly discussed about it, and we have done two topics of system softwares as well. The first was BIOS, basic input output system. That is the main program of system software, and which is going to load the second main program, which is operating system. And operating system is further managing all the application programs or system programs on the computer. Okay, so in the operating system, we have done the components of the operating system in the previous video, and components mean the parts of the operating system. And today we are going to learn the types of the operating system, means how many interfaces we can have to communicate with for the instruction of the user and computer in it. Okay. So we have done the types of operating system in the previous video, the little bit as well. So there are two types of the operating system. One is means two interfaces that we are going to deal with it or learn today. One is GUI, means graphical user interface, and CLI means command line interface. And I have written a question for you all so that I'm not going to waste time in the video. Difference between or differentiate between graphical user interface and command line interface. In this, we are going to learn the definition of these both, that what these names basically are, and we are going to differentiate. So, who is the best one and why is it? Why that is the best one, and who is the fast and why? Who is easy to use and why? So, this is the whole today's topic for today's video lesson. Okay. So first of all, we are going to learn the graphical user interface, that I am making a video on my laptop today. On daily basis, I used to make the video on the laptop. So what I do, I have to just press a button to start the video, and I will just press a button to end the video as well. I'm making the video, I am recording this video on the Zoom, basically. So, while I am telling you this, you must be aware of the procedure. If I want to close the Zoom, I have to go on the top and I have to press the cross button. If I have to minimize, I have to press the minus button. If I have to maximize, I have to press the center one button. So, why I am telling you that I will press this or that? Basically, this is a graphical user interface. This is an interface. This is the interaction of me as a user with my computer by pressing the icons, by pressing the buttons, by pressing the menus. Okay. So if you are interacting with your device while pressing the different buttons, while pressing the different menus, different, what we can say that, different icons, it means that you are using the interface which is known as graphical user interface. Is it clear? So what is the definition of it? The definition is it's a type of user computer interface where the user interacts using windows, icons, menus, and pointers, etc. Pointers mean you can't see from here, but the pointer is that the arrow is moving on the screen. This is pointer. Okay, so I am writing the definition in some of the words in the board so that you guys must be remember about what we are talking. So the type of user computer interface where the user interacts Shortly, this is known as GUI. Like windows, icons, menus, and pointers. Shortly, this is known as GUI. I hope you can see everything on the board. Today, I have tried to write the big writing. I know that I have small writing, but I'm trying my level best to write in the big writing. Okay, so what is then command line interface? So command line interface basically is a type of computer user interface where user gives instruction directly by typing text command. What is the meaning of this line? By typing text command. Like computer will tell, user will tell to the computer while typing copy, COPI, copy, file 1. The user will write the name of the file 1. Like I have a file on my desktop, the name LM documents. I will type copy LM documents or what inside the LM document that I want to copy. I will type that name as well. So you have to give the instruction in the written words, in the text form, in the command line user interface. Okay. So the next difference is if you and want to interface, so you have to use Vim. For interaction, use Vim. Vim means windows, icons, menus, and pointers. And if we are going to talk about the command line, so for the interaction, we are going to use text base. Right? Text. Okay. So this is the second. Difference. So I am going to erase a little bit of the board so guys can understand what I am writing. So I have made the page bigger for the rest of the differences. So the third difference is for the interaction in graphical user interface, we have to use the Vim. And for the interaction in command line interface, we have to use the text documents. We have to write the text. Third one is where this graphical user interface where used commonly. It used in Windows. Commonly used in Windows and command line interface is commonly used in this operating system. Shortly it is known as DOS. Disk operating system. And the next difference is it is easier and simpler to use. Why we are saying that graphical user interface is simpler to use? Because if we just have to go to the icons and we just have to press those. We do not have to learn the commands to type. We don't have to know that where our file is. We do not have to learn that my file is in C drive or the D drive or where, because I do not have to do anything with that. I just have to go to the cross and I will exit the main screen, then I will go to the other folder and then I will select. Simple. So command line interface, users requires to memorize commands. It's a mean that this is not easy because you have to learn commands, and if there is a task to learn, so you guys are very good. Okay, so I'm not saying anything in the video. So how many differences we already have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have learned 4 differences already. And the next, we can say that this is slower than CLI. Why we are saying this is slower than CLI? Because we do not know that where our file is. We have to go close and maximize and minimize to every folder to search for our file. But if we are talking about the command line, we learned about the command already. So we must be known already that where our file is. So we'll just type and we will press enter. That file will be in the front of us. So we can say that slower than CLI, but it is faster than GUI. Okay, so this was the 5th one that we have written here. So these are the only differences that we are going to learn for the graphical user interface and command line interface. So graphical user interface is the interface where we can use the windows, we can use the icons, pointers, menus to open any different files. But in the command line, we have to give the commands to the computer to make it understand that what we want from you. Okay, so graphical user interface is commonly used in uh, Microsoft Windows, and command line basically used in the disk operating system. Okay, so graphical user interface is easy to use, but the command line is difficult to use because we have to learn the commands. Graphical user is slower than the command line because in this we have to go here and there to check where the file is. But in the command line, we know the command already. We'll just type the command and we'll press enter. So we can see that these are the differences in graphical user interface and in command line. I hope you will learn all the differences and you are supposed to write all the differences in your needs notebook as well. For today, this is only. Thank you very much and have a nice day and enjoy your last week. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.